Good morning, hopefully. Yep, still morning, everyone. Um, my brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, and those that are just watching me because whatever reason, God probably led you to this video. Nonetheless, you know what I mean, and I'm doing this, even though the seats is what you call it. So I gotta. What's called? I'm waiting to be called because I have an appointment at 11:45. It is 11. Let me see, 15, and I'm not gonna be waiting too much longer. I'm telling you, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus. This morning, the thing that I have to drop on you guys is, do you know the love of Christ? Right, and I'm not talking about because you heard about, you know what I mean, uh, uh Ephesians 3:19, let alone 17, 18, and 19, or Romans 8, I think it was like 32, 34, somewhere around there. Excuse me, like who shall separate? Not what shall separate, who shall separate us from the love of God, right? And then it goes into, shall angels, shall demons, and all, shall shall fear, and all, things, to come, things that are present, all this stuff, right? But my question is, do you know? Like, the definition to know is to understand clearly, to see it for yourself, to have the eyes visible enough to see. And that was probably prophetic right there. The reason I asked the question is because I'm gonna have to get back out here. Okay, dude banging on the door. How you doing? So the reason why I asked the question, do you know the love of God? Not by Bible or some book, right? To know, the way I understand it, the love of God, the love of Christ, is that you done been through some things that have proven that, or verified. I need a little bit more water, but neither here nor there. Verified, like guaranteed, justified that you are a son or daughter, of Christ, right? Persecution, you know, I don't believe anybody besides Christ has died, went to the point of dying, shedding blood for, to prove that he is the Christ. That to prove that we believe in him. I don't believe people have gone that far. I mean, me personally, I haven't thrown bodies, or I've been persecuted since I was a child, right? I guess they came out for you, or okay, neither here nor there. Being persecuted since I was a child, have to understand what love is, because the love that was there, and the love that, from my perspective, how I saw things was, um, uh, you know, so it wasn't love, right? Somebody going to like I'm gonna just give you a picture, help you understand. People, your mother and father going to work, okay? Your mother and father going to work every day, not spending time, which is more precious than them going to work. With their children not spending, they spending money, but money, I didn't grow up with money like that. But I do know people who have best friends of mine. John Gomez, William Pinero, um, etc., etc. Josh, Jonathan, and um, etc., etc. White people that grew up with money, they, I would say from their perspective, they feel worse because of it. Even though money is cool and everything, but when money is all that your mom and dad throw at the situation, it's not that cool, right? So, and this is what I've been having since what, like almost 2 years old, and so it's like for me, and this is when I got born again, 15 years old, 23 years ago, almost 24 years ago, next May, and it's like when you go through something, God is there with you. He promised never to leave you or forsake you. So then, therefore, the question still remains: do you know the love of God, right? Because what you've been through has proven the love of God for you, because of who you've been focusing on, who you've been giving your attention to. Yaramo, Jesus, I ain't trying to go, like full preach mode or pastor mode or prophetic mode or whatever they want to call it right now. Just God's love is there for you, whether you know it or not. But how do they say? Tim Ross, he said it. He said, "You know why they call it the basement? Why we call the thing the basement? Because when you at the bottom, and all you can see, all you can go from the bottom, the very bottom, like like you can't go no lower than that. Is seeing up. So then you can, if you up right now, then you ain't been through nothing, and you're a Christian. You ain't, it's cool and everything. The perspective, everything is cool. But you won't see God's love until you actually need it. Until you search high and low, and you went. You like God, where are you right now? I need you right now more than ever, and everything. It's real. This ain't a fake kind of, we talk about we love Christ, and when Satan come, oh yeah, no, oh yeah, I wasn't like Peter, oh, I don't know him, Jesus, I will die. I hope I'll be the first one if I'm left here, after Jesus come back and take everybody up in the sky and back to heaven with him and all that stuff, and the only way to go to heaven after that, when Satan has rule and the Antichrist came and they did all the stuff they did and the mark of the beast and all that stuff, is to die for Christ. There's no other way. And which how I understand, because you're gonna be crucified by the world. It's gonna be like 1,000 times worse than what Jesus went through. 1,000 times, maybe 1,000,000. People are only spitting at you, talking about you, spitting in front of your face, beating the brakes off you, just looking for a reason. The world we live in is evil. Don't know. It seems, they took God out of the church. They took God out of the schools. They took God out of the stores. They took God out of the money. What, like, Jesus. But neither here nor there. Come all the way to the left or to the right or something like that. My question still remains: do you know the love of Christ? Right? You done been through some things. You still living and breathing. Because if you ain't got nothing and you still living and breathing, God is giving you an opportunity by his mercy and grace. Stuff you don't deserve. I know I didn't deserve it, cause but we not gonna talk. We not talking about me. No, let me stop. I talk about me as much as I can, because in my weakness, you know, what I mean, I boast in my weakness, because why? Because that's where God's strength is helping me through. People never understood that about me, and that's good. I hope they never understand that. I'm so serious. They just persecute me and talk about me behind closed doors and all that stuff. Try to kill me and pull guns out on me and all this shit. Like I've been born again 23 years. If I told you all the stuff that I went through, just a little bit, un poquito,